What's up, guys, and welcome back to ESL One Hamburg South America Qualifiers. This is the last game of the night. Infamous taking up Team Taka to determine who's going to stay in and who's going to drop out. I'm pretty sure the other match has already been decided. Yes, it was. And spoiler alert, it was taken 2-0 by the Mad King. So the winner of this has to face up against them in the next round. But for right now, we're going to look at this third and final game because this series has certainly been interesting. I'm Mike Loris, going to be joined by Kefka, who hopefully is still got the energy to take it through. Dude, just let me ask you this. Which team do you think, in general, has been playing better in this series?
I'm not sure, actually. I feel like both teams...
I feel like both teams had a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah, I have trouble deciding. I'm not sure.
Silencer.
Well,
I feel like Team Taka maybe have made bigger mistakes generally, but managed to win the last game either way.
It was like mistakes that they're kind of allowed to make because they were so far ahead, or they had like this one hero that was unbeatable for whatever reason. And we'll see what happens now in this third game, as it looks like Game 1 and Game 2's drafts are going to mash into one another. Infamous picking up the Nyx Assassin, picking up the Puck. Again, a very heavy initiation, kind of team fighty style for them, but same exact thing for Taka. Getting the same opening as they had in the last game, and now we got a new hero, Shadow Shaman. Haven't seen this guy in a while.
I like this. Some pushing strat maybe. That could be good. 20-minute racks. Sounds pretty good to me.
I don't know. Puck is not exactly known for pushing. Nyx Assassin, same thing. It is nice to have that instant response for sure, but is a very clunky hero. Is susceptible to, you know, Earth Spirit picks. Taka going to grab that one. We see so much respect in this ban phase, though. I didn't realize that Lich wasn't first phase banned. Actually, second phase banned, which is even rarer. It's probably the rarest thing you're ever going to see. But, you know, Razor being banned out, TA from Leo Style going to be banned out. So, you know, this is going to force some of these kind of weirder heroes to be seen right now. But for sure, Team Taka, they are looking for a very initiation-heavy style of gameplay. Lots of pressure early on with this Earth Spirit that Infamous, with this Nyx Assassin, probably can't match. Or at least if they do, it's going to be a lot more difficult. Will involve two heroes, Nyx Assassin and Shadow Shaman, instead of just one of them.
Yeah, Nyx Assassin probably gonna be a bit more static, and maybe force Earthspirit to be around that lane, and kind of control the early game like that. But I do like the Earthspirit pick here against all of famous heroes. Oh, clean. This is a hero I've started liking a lot, but he's super weird though, because he's only a split push hero the way I see it. Like, he's so bad at everything except split pushing. And like, he's not even good at pushing lanes. He can only take buildings. That's like the only thing he does, I feel like. But I still like him. So I don't know. I'm not really sold on the hero overall, but I do like seeing it because it has this cool niche.
Well, you know what? You know why you pick Clinks here? Because Taka don't know how to buy detection. So you pick up Clinks, you pick up Nyx Assassin, and you just laugh on the floor as you're just running around, and Taka are just stumped as to where you actually are. But no, seriously, I'm actually a big fan of Clinks because it's kind of disgusting how much damage. Well, first of all, his landing stage is usually going to be really clean. Like, it's hard for any one hero, even sometimes two heroes, to match up against the Clinks. Searing Arrows are just that powerful, and that gets you a decent start, which means that you can get really cheap items that give you a lot of damage. Just getting a medallion and having the death pact up after you've eaten some sort of creep means that you can kill off heroes so easily, even tankier heroes, or quote-unquote tankier heroes. So, I mean, that disgusting damage advantage is going to be maybe a little bit difficult for Team Taka to deal with, as, you know, their hard disables are a little bit clunky. But now picking up a Necrophos is going to be punishing this kind of weak lineup for Infamous. As far as health pools are concerned, it's not that deep, so it's not going to be that hard to bring these heroes down half HP and scythe the rest of them down.
So the one issue I think is that heroes like Clinks are like, they have high damage output, but heroes like Silencer, when Clinks goes on a hero and Silence just glowballs and everyone focuses Clinks, if Clinks doesn't have any backup, then hero is kind of bad. What? So there's a Meepo player apparently.
Apparently,
Well,
I had
this
no
game
idea.
has got interesting. I mean, it was kind of interesting with the Clinks, I think, but
Shadow
it's
Shaman's
a
pretty
pretty,
garbage against Meepo.
10 seconds
yeah, it's
remaining.
a pretty damn good Meepo game. Can they pick like Shadow
5
Fiend
seconds
maybe?
remaining.
It is going to be a mid lane selection here. And Taka, Meepo matchup. I mean, obviously, you want to be as high range as possible. It seems like something like a Quap for the mid lane would be
No,
like the
Cop is
safest.
really bad against Meepo.
A Tinker?
Tinker could work. I mean, they could also pick an offlaner like Legion maybe.
Shaker was banned out. I mean, they do already have this Clink, so just getting this focus fire with just right clicks is one of the better ways of actually dealing with the Meepo. Just burst them down, focus them down. If you have the range, if you have the initiation, of course. So maybe just another hero to kind of pile on that right click damage. You mentioned the Shadow Fiend would be perfect for minus armor, and of course those right clicks. You expect the Meepo to go towards the mid lane. Necrophos is probably safe laning for Team Taka.
I think they can swap it. I'm assuming they can swap it if they pick Meepo. I think Legion or Shadow Fiend are the two best ones.
There's also a question of what Leo style can actually play. I've seen him play Storm Spirit as his best hero. I've seen a really good Tinker out of him. Ember Spirit, of course, but that's pretty much it. It seems like he's always kind of on these same couple of heroes.
There's Invoker as well, even though there's a lot of silence. I think they have options. Maybe too many, and if they aren't sure. Yeah. I feel like they can both pick an offlaner and mid.
Choose your hero.
Bloodseeker?
I don't know about that hero. I have no clue if it's good or bad against Meepo.
Well, at any rate, it's pretty good to have up against the rest of the Taka heroes. Like the Necrophos in particular is going to be something that the Bloodseeker certainly can, at least sometimes, abuse and start those fights off. It seems like that's like most of the reason why they picked this hero. I suppose every Meepo, I'm kind of talking out of my ass here. I'm not exactly sure if it worked this way, but I'm guessing every Meepo clone, that health loss counts towards the thirst.
Yeah, it does. So in that regard, it's super good against Meepo.
But then again, Bloodseeker is not able to do like a lot of burst damage. Unless he has, of course, all those stacks.
I think it's probably good. I feel like I played with a Meepo who said he had played Bloodseeker. But I'm not certain. I think it's pretty good at least.
I gotta hand it to Taka though. Like, busting out the Meepo in the Game 3 elimination match, that takes some stones, man.
It's a pretty interesting choice. They have to be confident in it if they pick it, I feel like. Otherwise it would be pretty weird because they won the last game. I don't think you go into the third game and don't pick something you're pretty confident in.
The thing is that, yeah, they do have this Meepo, and usually when you have a Meepo in your draft, he kind of takes center stage and the entire game kind of revolves around that hero. But even if we just like put a little bit of an X over the Meepo right now, we're looking at a team that has a lot of initiation power. Sustained damage is extremely high thanks to that Necrophos, and the initiation is there as well. So even if the Meepo doesn't really get that much success and has a little bit of a slow start, it's very feasible to see the rest of these Taka heroes pick up the slack. Like, the rest of the Taka draft is perfectly normal. It's like as standard as it can get.
Yeah, I think they're not relying on the Meepo only for sure. Let's see what's happening with wards. We see one high ground, both teams smoked out the ward. Nothing too more or less ordinary stuff, except this Nyx is doing a bit of a weird build, I'd say, and also pretty deep in enemy lines now.
Necrophos doesn't have that much level 1 power, at least as far as killing off someone like a Nyx is concerned. So Stinger is going to be safe to do this. It doesn't seem like he's going to get that much backup, so maybe just trying to sneak in and grab that bounty rune.
Oh, they warded that actually. Not sure if they saw it. That's a good start for Taka.
The obs in the area as well. Rotations over towards the mid lane certainly can kill off a Meepo.
I feel Bloodseeker is stronger if he's not laning against the Meepo. But
hate
it
anime.
should definitely be good early game for Bloodseeker.
Well,
That's a dead Shadow Shaman unless he misses the roll.
he can eat his way through.
I don't think
PTT,
that.
and not quite enough damage / control there. Even if you get in the way with the body block, Shadow Shaman had another tango, so we could have eaten another one. It is going to be a 2-2 split still, so nothing too weird, nothing out of the ordinary, but we are going to have to keep an eye on these rotations. Already we have the Silencer looking to give the Meepo a little bit of extra room over towards the mid lane. Level 1 Meepo, not really all that much of a threat, but as level 1 Bloodseeker, you're not that much of a threat either. The rotations from Nyx are focusing on this bottom lane right now, so Leo Style kept off the creep wave and therefore kept on low HP.
Oh, are you dead, Neko? Oh my god.
Well, maybe.
They still committing?
How
What
did
are
that
they?
orb not hit? He has another pulse heal. He has a fairy fire, but elsewhere Clinks is gonna die? What's going on up here? Shadowburn is one shot away from death. Ayano though can't quite get it.
No, Shaman is dead as well, I think.
Oh, there's a roll in. It's gonna wall off the Batrider, but now Clinks is back actually. So Ayano, he can just walk away from this one. It looks like as Clinks is gonna clean up one. Now starting to soften up Shadowburn, who really wants this Shadow Shaman. One more right click, not gonna do it. Needs another. That was Orb of Venom from the Earth Spirit actually that got the kill. Or a creep. But did they kill off the bottom lane? No, they didn't. Now the roll in from the Earth Spirit is going to be slightly off the mark. Pepita and Stinger, the Nyx, will now have to tango in a 2v2 lane. But as it stands right now, outside of all of those engagements, it is still mid lane that is coming out vastly ahead in favor of that Meepo, while the rest of Infamous also suffer. So this Taka start is looking pretty nuts.
Let's go mention Clinks versus Batrider is super hard for the Clinks. Batrider kinda wrecks that hero. And mid lane, I think we're gonna see Bloodseeker start to dominate now. Because the Silencer left. I think he could only help early and then it's gonna be super hard later on.
We'll
They
see.
should
The levels...
probably manage to kill the Necro though bottom.
I'm still interested to see what this Bloodseeker is going to do in this mid lane. His CS damage is really high. Can't compete up against the double poofs though, no denies there. If Meepo keeps like doing this style of shove the wave, lead to the jungle, shove the wave, lead to the jungle, then Bloodseeker is going to be perfectly happy to engage in this. Over in the bottom lane, they will find the Necro. He does have additional backup here. Pepita taking a large chunk of damage, gets kick stunned, and he will be rolled into. No, Stinger takes the roll. One more phase shift, but the curse on the puck with the Heartstopper, not enough. Stinger also will survive. Nyx assassin tank ability right there. That was so close to being a disaster, but they both narrowly escaped death.
Top lane.
Oh, it's gonna take so long for the Clinks to turn around if they actually want to do that.
If Clinks had even tried turn around, he would have died.
Oh, now he has no more napalm on him.
Oh, baited.
One more. Is that good? Oh, no, not quite. Needs one more afterwards. It got him.
Oh. That was... If he had napalm Clinks... okay, he's fine. If he'd napalm Clinks half a second earlier, he would have gotten a new stack, as in he would have had 5 on Clinks, but it took just a little bit too long, and then he lost all of them. Mid lane...
Aggroed in mid. The Meepo, level 4 right now, does not have any Earthbind. Cannot lock that Bloodseeker down. We'll have to let him go this time.
Yeah, Meepo has to be scared in times like this. Like, he could get hunt down if someone on the silence gets low.
Masha, though, still has that additional clone. Is going to grab every bounty rune that he can get his hands on. Pushing that level 5 mark now. Poof does do a substantial amount of damage. Actually getting the kills, burst kills on Bloodseeker, that's not really going to happen yet. So he does still need some Earthbind, some help, a couple of right clicks.
Oh my god.
Gotta go fast.
Oh, they can't kill. Batrider is not killable. He can't fly over cliffs and stuff. Oh, can he? Oh my god. I think Bloodseeker could have honestly went for a total base dive and killed this Meepo. Like,
I don't know if that's I don't know if that's what Leo style is all about, man. He doesn't seem like the type.
definitely.
Bottom lane, Puck actually going to jaunt very aggressively towards the Necrophos. He's going to straight TP out. The damage, it's just good enough. That's going to give free int to the Silencer. Unfortunately, the Necrophos doesn't get the kill, so he doesn't get those regeneration stacks, but Puck decided to jaunt inwards towards the Necrophos. He had backup coming in, but not quite good enough, and over in the mid lane, looks like they tried to go for the Bloodseeker, just fell short. He'll shrine up and he'll be just fine.
Is under attack.
Pretty close. Pretty even overall right now. Batrider is doing fine, Puck is struggling a little bit, Bloodseeker is doing fine, King's doing fine, Necro's doing good as well.
Anyone who's doing particularly well here. Seems like the levels on the supports are looking almost entirely even across the board, and obviously you expect Puck to be pulling ahead, and now Leo Style hit with the additional hero worth of gank. Double poop, you're dead, son. Masha's gonna take that one, does a lot of damage back to the Earth Spirit, but that's the difference between having a Meepo with Earthbind and without Earthbind. Just gets you a little bit of extra damage, and that's gonna set up for a kill. Speaking of kill, over in the bottom lane, I hit Anime. He's got phase boots now. The Nyx Assassin is out of mana, cannot chase anymore. I'm concerned that they're not really doing enough to slow down this Meepo, Infamous, and Masha soon is maybe gonna start really taking control of this game, especially once this Diffusal Blade is built up. Look at this build, 2 Wraith Bands plus Power Treads. This guy's got a lot of damage very early on.
I think this is how you build him nowadays. I'm not sure how you... I feel like Blink generally will go, but people is like 3 people in the world in the pro scene, so I don't know much. This blade is pretty damn good though on this hero. It really makes him able to kill a bit earlier than trying to wait for a Hex or something.
I've seen Diffusal Blade first with Power Treads. I don't know if they've mixed in the Wraith Bands. This is a lot of early game for the Meepo, and now he's going to start bleeding. Nyx Assassin going to arrive. He's going to impale the wrong one, but they shackle the right one. They'll lose the Nyx Assassin first. Meepo will be the even trade, but Leo Style, he's going to get scythed in the dome. And now Ayano's on the run. There is no cooldowns here for the Earth Spirit. So Ayano's going to waste a lot of time here, but I don't really see him getting out of here. He's slowly ticking down to the Heartstopper aura, now tagged with the Orb of Venom.
Bounty secured.
Gets a bounty. Mud Golem deny? No way, Mud Golem deny? Oh, that would have been sick. But still, that Meepo death is well worth it.
Yeah, Bloodseeker... Oh, he changed his build. He had Midas queued up and he was super close to it. Top lane... Okay, so something that's super fun that can happen with Batrider versus Clinks if the Batrider is good. So Batrider can fly around the Clinks faster than the Clinks can out attack. So if Clinks ever turns on a Batrider, if you fly circles around him properly, he can't ever get an out attack off.
Yeah, you literally fly circles around him because of the turn rate slow associated with that Napalm. I don't know if... I guess, yeah, turn rate slow doesn't scale at all, so I guess just land one and then you got him, so... that's definitely a concern for the Clinks, but you could also just skeleton walk away if that's really going to happen. Just don't engage the Batrider without proper backup, because if there is backup, a Shackle, level 2 on the Shadow Shaman with the right clicks from the Clinks, yeah, that could definitely kill off a Batrider, or a Rupture or something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna see a smoke apparently from Infamous. Are they that strong? I don't know if they should be smoking into the opponent's jungle right now. I don't think they are very strong.
Puck
Top
does
tower is
have
low
the
though.
coil,
Okay, if they
but...
smoke for top tower, it's fine. But if they go any other place, I think it's bad.
And they can't really afford to take Leo Style with them. Maybe they're thinking that they'll wrap around, catch a Meepo after he takes a little bit of creep damage, and maybe with their burst be able to kill him off, but I'm not entirely sure if there's enough damage here. Unless the Bloodseeker also comes in, but again, if you do join with the Bloodseeker, it's going to be very obvious. Deep Dire Obs is going to see the Meepo.
Invisibility.
If they had it on top, I think this could have worked out. I don't see this being good now. Maybe a support kill, but even that.
Silencer and Earth Spirit. These are viable kills, and Bloodseeker can Rupture one if they see them.
Oh, the Courier?
They'll find the Silencer. He's going to get impaled. They have a Shackle. They don't really need it. The Blood Right will not quite kill him, but the Mana Burn will. Now the Rupture onto the Necrophos. They need more damage here. He does not have a Ghost Shroud. They're really scared about going for him, but now with the Shackle, and the silence, they will have a clean kill. As the Earth Spirit's gonna roll in, perhaps a little bit too late. Pepita, they'll find another silencer. He's teleporting in. Bad idea, bro. They'll back off. Meepo is gonna put a stop to all of this, but the Earthbind misses. Poof will be held.
Can he poof in another? It's a very low level Earthbind though. It's hard to get him.
They have another roll though. Or a kick. Oh, just off the mark.
I think he's dead. Yeah, he's gonna go through this.
Bat Rider's here as well. Leo Style's gonna slow roast. They do lose the top tier 1 in the meantime, Taka, but taking down the Bloodseeker with the Meepo, I guess with Shadowburn, still a great exchange.
It was okay. I think they probably wanted some more damage on something. They got top tower, but he was more or less dead. But no damage bottom. Shadow Shaman is not close to 6. If he was 6th, he could have taken mid tower for sure. But he's not. I mean, it's 9 minutes in, so. Let's see if Klinks is gonna try and make a rotation. I think it's hard. Meepo seems unkillable. Silencer is killable, I think. Earth Spirit is hard to kill though. So let's see how he plays this. This is pretty interesting to see early game Klink's movement. It's always it's very hard to choose what you should be doing.
Gonna go in without tact. It's gonna mean that he's substantially weaker than he otherwise could be. Masha, his main Meepo, is gonna grab a DD rune that was not spotted, I don't think, by the Dire. Although he is in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna bring another Meepo in, but they're all stuck in the silence. Actually, no, one will get away, but the other one has it on cooldown. The right clicks, he's just gonna poof out, and he will escape as well.
What a huge mistake by Infamous. Oh, they messed up. The Bloodseeker was too trigger happy and didn't put Blood right correctly.
Right on the puck will set up for a kill. Just as a stun, they will run into another Meepo. This time, all alone, and will die. Masha, well, you know, bringing another Meepo for some damage. Now this Klinks is kind of out to dry, as is Ayano. They'll get bumped back, try to go for the TP. That will not work. It'll be ended by Shadowburn, that killing spree, and PTT will just kick a rock into the Shadow Shaman, apply that Oof, and just walk him down. Has the Magnetize if he needs it, but he really shouldn't. One more Smackaroo, and that's going to be more intelligence for the Silencer. They do take down the Meepo, but at a certain point, these trades are just not worth it for Infamous.
He has 14 intelligence already. That's a lot, actually. Holy crap.
Jeez. Well, the Silencer is going to be dishing for sure. There is a almost Blink Dagger on the puck, so for Infamous, they may be able to make these initiations a little bit cleaner. Plus, they have level 6 on the Nyx.
Yeah, this is like... See, did you just last time we played puck as well? Like, Brow Boots, Magic Wand, and Blink Rush. It's like, I don't like it. I feel like he could have maybe survived an extra time if he went like Freds and... Oh, that's a good dodge though. Oh my god, that's a lot of commitment. They have Lasso though.
They have a sight? Yeah. They don't, but with damage over time, they'll take him down anyway. Spike Carapace will just the Bat Rider for a split second. They coil just for the Earth Spirit, and they may be able to get him, but now they're kind of out of gas because Meepo is going to make his arrival in. The poofs come out. They will poof more into Pepita, a little bit more on the Bloodseekers. They will jam it home with the Scythe, and now body blocks on a Stinger. He will land a 4-hero Impale, but I don't know how that's going to help him escape because with Napalm on him, the Bat Rider on his tail, he really has no chance of escaping this. He will put up Spike Carapace and then just go ahead and die. Split push in the meantime from Klinks is non-existent. A little bit of pressure up towards top lane, but even fighting in the Shrine, Infamous seems like every single time they fight, it's just not working out for them.
Like, I don't think this is how you play Klink. Like I said, I feel like he does nothing but take towers. I think even going to backdoor tier 1s, it's better than joining these fights. Because if Batrider ever gets on you, if he's like above 30%, you're gonna die before him. Like either way. It's like, I don't see these heroes being good in this situation unless you're in a lot of control, as in you have stuns ready to keep them locked down while you kill them. And then you also have good vision, so you know you're not gonna get super hard countered.
Silencer's intelligence right now for that fight. They will just use the Klinks for this tower. And again, as you said, this is the Klinks' forte. Tower down. But the rest of the Taka heroes with the fresh Diffusal Blade on the Meepo. Man, initiation now. So easy. The Earthbind is also being leveled up, so you do get the additional range flexibility, but it's really all about that Diffusal Blade as kind of just a point-click slow. You don't really care about the Purge this game. Just set up that Earthbind, set up the poofs afterwards. They will have a target and Stinger right around the corner, but they're just going to go for the tower.
He's carrying dust on Meepo. That's impressive. That's the team difference.
Taka's getting dust.
Gonna make the difference this game, hopefully.
Ayano does have level 6. He's gonna deploy the Serpent Wards here with the Global Silence and Shadow Burn riding right in. They'll grab the Bloodseeker into Scythe range. He's down immediately. Now the kick onto the Shadow Shaman, still with that Magnetize on him. Couple poofs, he's down as well. Is there anyone else who is going to die? No, everyone is gonna back off, but that was quite the team fight. Oh, actually, they found the Nyx Assassin. Lands a huge impale onto pretty much everyone, but this CC is too severe. Masha gets a double, and Infamous are scrambling for any semblance of a fight. They only kill off the Batrider, but they lose so much, including this first cast of the Serpent Wards, which is going to do like half of the tower's health and damage. That doesn't really matter.
Yeah, this Meepo pick is doing a ton of work right now. Can he Roche already? I think you wait for 15 talent generally. And Klinks is not really getting anything done either. When I look at Network, he's not that underperformed, but it feels like he has nothing. Meanwhile, the Meepo is getting close to the blink. Neko got his Veil Hood, so he's tanky but has damage. And they're looking pretty good. I think Infamous probably needs to do a Roche attempt with the next Serpent Wards before Meepo manages to sneak it. I think that's the main play right now.
I think also they need to try to get this Klinks a little bit of action, because again, he's not really good in fights. He's good when he is the one killing. Like, he has to be shooting freely, and that of course means that he needs disables. You have a level 7 Nyx Assassin, a little bit of invisibility duo ganking, that could definitely get them a little bit of space, but it is so hard to find those openings as Taka will be very far spread out with the Meepo, and I don't believe you can actually kill a Meepo with that combo. Not quickly enough to cancel any poofs coming in, so
this could be
set
big.
up for Roche. They have the Serpent Wards. Meepo not quite yet at that lifesteal mark. They'll find PTT instead, and look at how much damage that Klinks is able to do. It's quite a bit. They'll also coil up the Batrider, stunned up by the Spike Carapace. Meepo is going to arrive, lots of poof damage, but kind of messed up here as he's getting right-clicked by the Klinks. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Global Silence was also used there, but it's a straight triple kill, and now they can go for Roche. This double damage Klinks is just a monster.
I mean, he didn't have Searing Arrows on because of the silence, but he was still doing 300 damage. That's pretty insane. I don't think Meepo was even close to realizing how much damage that Klinks would have during that.
Throwing some napalm. There is a Scythe here.
This is risky. Oh, that's a good stun from
Stinger is going to get rolled in on and flattened. Nice two-man stun as well as the silence. Heroes dropping lows. The Puck will be scythed down. Now converging onto the Roche. It's going to be snatched by PTT. And everyone else from Infamous should be dying to the magnetized triple kill for I Hate Anime. It looks like Anime might lose this one because the hatred is real. That looked like a good move from Infamous.
Yeah, that was a forced Roche, and I understand why they forced it. I don't know if it was mis-execution or what, but that was pretty damn well played by Taka. And Hairsplit just ran in, and the Bloodseeker, the Bloodseeker got bashed with the last attack of the Roche.
Really?
Yeah, so Hairsplit just... And I think the Klinks was stunned, and the Bloodseeker got bashed. And it was super unfortunate for them. And I think they would have lost everyone either way. Maybe they could have traded someone or something like that, but it was a disaster as soon as the initiation went off.
Roll in, they found themselves a Klinks just trying to eat a creep. That's all he wants, he just wants a little bit of food. The Necrophos doesn't have a Scythe yet, but it doesn't even matter because Masha's here. They'll take down one in the Klinks, now chasing after Ayano as well. The Earth Spirit's gonna pop right back up, Scythe is still not available. I was gonna say, like, looking back at that Roche fight, got Necrophos with a Veil, and the style of damage that these heroes do with magnetize onto absolutely everyone in such close quarters. You got Firefly, and of course Necrophos himself. It's all magic. all amplified by Veil. Shit hurts a lot, and man, Silencer's insta-steal. He's died 1 time this game.
Oh my god. I've never seen this much in this early. Like, I've seen like, I think the max is like 15 to 16 I've seen in a long game, but it's 38 at 19 minutes. Like, what?
Regeneration.
He's been there for, I mean, he's involved in 21 of the kills. So, yeah. It's not too far-fetched when you actually look at how he's been playing, how Infamous have been really struggling to find any sort of pick-off on the Silencer, who is the pick-off target, but man, he's just stealing so much intelligence here. You know, it's not really gonna hit these Infamous heroes that hard, but
oh my god.
dies in
He
the
tipped
face.
it out and died in base. Holy shit. I don't know. I mean, Taka's learned their lesson. They've caught these nicks now with detection. They've learned the painful way of not seeing anyone.
Or maybe it was the long con. It was like, we'll make them think that we don't know how to buy detection, and then we will, first of all, poof into the Shadow Shaman and annihilate him. Easy kills. But yeah, they just try to bait Infamous into this Clinks, which, I mean, with that double damage rune, wrecked some havoc, but since then has done pretty much nothing, and is now stuck in between. Rock in a hard place is going to go Invis. Meepo, that is the main one with Dust. We also have Dust on the Earth Spirit.
Oh, I feel like Earth will be just randomly Dust now for no particular reason, and then he will die.
Oh, there's 2 invisible heroes coming in. Shadowburn
there's a global ready
has
as
4.
well.
Look at this Bat Rider. He's so ready. They're all dusting. What the hell? Literally everyone on their team dusted, and none of them hit anything.
Okay, Clinks needs to backdoor mid. I think the play right now is just to delay the game and maybe like bait with Clinks and then kill the Meepo when he jumps. But as long as there's a global, I don't know if that's even possible. How is Bloodseeker's item progression? He has the relic though, so he's not doing too bad. I thought he was gonna do worse, but he's getting to the Radiance.
You see the Clinks with the Observe Ward. Take the tier 2 tower for free, and we'll have Dust again off cooldown at least for in 15 seconds. They'll have it on the Bat Rider. That's really all they need. Clinks is getting still a decent amount of farm, but again, it doesn't seem like this farm is really the right kind of farm. Like, you can farm creeps all day as Clinks, but you really need to be killing towers and heroes in order to slow down the opposition.
He's going BKB as his first major item, and that really tells the tale of his game so far.
Does he have it? He could still be Deso.
Oh, he's changing it to Deso now after buying the old club. So he first had Deso queued up, then he changed to BKB, and now he's going back to Deso, I guess. Well, and I think the Deso is fine.
As a Clinks, you typically do want to minimize your defensive item purchases and just pick up as much tower now. Oh, Bat Rider's gonna jump in, grab himself a Shadow Shaman with the rock kick in. He will just sit in the fire and die. Can they catch the Bloodseeker? Yes, they can. Although the silences will come out, the coil's there as well. Still, the Meepo is gonna do a lot of damage, but will go down in the end. Necrophos, unfortunately, not able. Though he will actually get someone with the scythe. Looks like he did kill off Stinger with that scythe. And the Clinks is just hunting for stragglers, I guess. I mean, they do take down the Meepo and show off how much damage this Bloodseeker with the Radiance can actually do when joined with the puck. It's substantial.
It wasn't too bad at all, honestly. And they're gonna get mid towers, what I think.
If they get Pepita, though, it will be bad.
He has a Yules. It's a really hard kill.
Yeah,
they need to stun mid-roll. Yeah, he went for the silence there. I don't even think that works. You need to actually roll and mid-roll stun him. This is a relatively advanced play, I guess.
The Clinks is able to snag that tier 1 mid lane. Shadowburn right around the corner from the Clinks, but he has no idea. And look at this, a gem 23 minutes in. Taka have indeed learned the ways of true sight. They just need to wait for this Meepo. What level is Meepo? Level 19 with the Ethereal Blade shotgun. Very, very close to completion.
Oh, he went BKB, so he didn't really know himself, I guess, what he wanted to do. he's starting to do. He can kind of play as a tank now, though. Honestly, he is 2.2k HP with a BKB. If he just goes in and like tanks everything, his team could maybe clean up the entire team fight.
Alternatively, if he gets lassoed and scythed, like losing that Clinks means that Infamous lose out the majority of their damage output. For right now, though, it's going to be botched. What? What the hell was that? That was like a lasso without casting lasso. Oil is still there. It's going to catch onto 2 to keep them in the range of the Blood Right. But now the Batrider has a lasso for real, is running out of Firefly. They grab Leo style, bring him back a little bit closer towards the Scythe, and the Reaper is here.
He's dead for 70. There's no way Kings can get any objectives meanwhile either. Puck is doing good though. Split pushing bottom. Oh, this is hard because Meepo does a lot of damage when he reaches tower. Like he does a ton of base damage.
He has level 20 talent plus the agility provided to him by that Eagle Song, which translates to his clones. Earth Spirit though,
Earth Spirit messed up.
Just baiting, I guess. Global Silence is pulled out now, and with the Batrider overhead, they will probably kill off the Nyx. No, not quite. The Shrines can keep him alive. The Earth Spirit will not die either. That's a heal skull from the Necrophos. Everyone else is gonna try to leave. Silencer, Shadow Burn. They actually will kill off Stinger in the end, but now here comes the Clinks to cut them off. That'll be the death of the Silencer. The Batrider still on the run. There is a Yule Scepter here and another coil. Shadowburn's gonna snap it.
He can't die. He has the gem.
Oh, miss up the high ground.
I think he will
miss again. Okay, now he's probably gonna die. Although the backup is here, so they can still secure the gem. Yule Scepter not gonna save the puck. Gets smashed. Shadowburn's gonna blink forward with that gem, just looking for that Clinks. But man, he survives thanks to 2 fortunate misses up the high ground.
That was rough. I feel like if we struggle this game, and then you just get unlucky and don't get the kill, and that's not fair.
You know, we call Ethereal Blade shotgun because of Morphling. Meepo is pretty good with it too, though. It gives you the most agility you can get in one item slot, so obviously you just want that for your clones at the bare minimum. But if you're able to blast them with that agility and also land that poof damage, my god, you can even just purge off the ethereal effect right afterwards if you just want to right click them. So Meepo's like a little self-contained combo right now. We'll just shred that tower. Infamous without the Bloodseeker will still not have to worry about this push. They will push everyone else back. No Global Silence just yet. Batrider not in position. But Taka will walk in, take a tier 3, and of course that means that these shrines are live for the taking. Or Roche. Looks like they'll have to go for the shrines or kills. As Shadowburn once again takes to the skies. Makita is going to get grabbed. Where's the silence? Where's the stun? He's silenced. And he's psyched also.
Buyback at least, so he can go in if needed. They will probably push high ground though. I don't think they, at this point, they probably think he doesn't have buyback. It's kind of a weird state of the game. They might assume it.
Well, there's hype here. And they force out the Serpent Wards. That's good enough for them. Meepo at this point can just jump in and solo Roche because he has that lifesteal talent. So it's not a terribly hard deal for him. Silencer is almost at the nice round number. 50 intelligence stolen. Jeez.
It's going crit now, something. I don't know what he should get, but he could get. Like normally you have like certain, you can go Teso, Diff Blade, BKB, you can go like Orchid, BKB, Teso. Now he's like, he's just going for a small crit. It doesn't make sense, but it's like he doesn't have a choice that's good.
It kind of just seems like he's not working with the intent of having one item and then another item. He's just working with like, okay, I want to have these 4 items by this minute. I'm just gonna get that inventory. My inventory is gonna look exactly like that. I mean, crits, fine. The Desolator, there we go.
I think that's better because he has to be able to wrap to an extent as well. It's pretty bad for that.
Although there is fortification here. And a Meepo. Although Meepo, long range net. Oh, he's caught. He's caught like a Pokemon, and he's gonna try to teleport out. Bat Rider, oh, body blocked by his allies. Will actually get out of there, but that's a 10-second BKB charge down the tubes for a tier 2.
He is happy with that. That's worth it for sure. I think that's a really good play. Even though it's a big BKB, the only way to win this game is by these plays. There's like, I think there's 2 things you should do. It's to like split push and split push to bait the Meepo into dying. And the second one sounds hard.
That's still a minute where that item unavailable for the Clink, so as far as damage is concerned, not really a severe worry, especially with Shadow Burn up in the wings like this, so they'll just go straight towards this tier 2 tower, comfortable knowing that that cooldown is off the table.
He has a long CD TP on Clinks. He has to push though, like, he can't run back now, his team needs to defend and he has to push. But he's, I don't know, pushing hard on Taka. He has to push if they push, basically.
Radiant are scanning.
I think Taka are just waiting for another Firefly from the Bat Rider and another maybe glimpse of a hero. Bloodseeker is off to the left side. That is the hero that they can and will be willing to jump on, but he's not quite in vision range, and now gets sheeped up. The Global Silence is immediately forced out, but now they're just going to commit the side anyway on the Bloodseeker. They still got him despite kind of a delayed sight. Lynx is doing what he can versus the Silencer, but the Meepo, he's actually being controlled by the coil in the back end. Trying for mass poofs, is going to go down, but that is just his first life. Necrophos now still has the cheese. He's going to get stunned to death and will go down, but now the shotgun onto 1. He's going to take a lot of damage from this puck, but man, this Meepo does a lot of damage. Straight TP out. The rest of Masha's Meepo is going to stick around, and also, I don't know how, but Silencer is still alive. The last person to be still alive with an even 50 intelligence stolen now.
Oh my! This is where you go Mask of Madness and you just start wrecking people.
Or Glimmer Cape if you're boring.
Yeah.
These Serpent Wards are going to be even more gold for the Meepo. And again, another Orb Waning Rift combo. They can throw in a shock here, but mass poofs.
A bit too defensive by Yano there. I'm pretty sure he should have committed for Meepo. Even if it dies, I think Nyx will spawn in time and they will kill the Meepo. I'm pretty sure they could have killed him there.
He picks up another level 2 Diffusal Blade. This is the first time I've seen 2 of them on 1 hero. But again, if you're talking about how much agility can I get in 1 item slot for Meepo, Diffusal Blade is just second to that Ethereal Blade, but it also gives you Purge charges, so I would say is certainly a lot more cost effective at the very minimum, although I would consider fixing this boot situation. Your Meepos only get 1, but I guess you still get the attribute. Either way, 2 shoes for 2 feet. They've already taken down 1 set of racks, and the Bat Rider in the skies has been absolutely crushing it for the Taka side in both these games.
Yeah, it's been playing really, really good. Okay, so this is the almost last hold, I'd say. Meepo, no Aegis, he is vulnerable for sure. There's no global, right? I just came up. Kind of wish they tried to capitalize on that thing down and smoking in, because I think they are strong. If they can initiate and there's no global and they can get initiate on Meepo, I think they have a very good chance of winning the team fight.
It's a little bit more difficult right now because Meepo just hits level 25, so he has the additional plus 400 health bump in the talent. And the way these Meepoling's work is that they all get that talent. Like, if you look at a clone, it doesn't have the items, but it has all the skills. So that affects all of them evenly with no strength penalty or anything like that. Ayano on the side is going to still have his smoke maintained. Vision. He's creeping forward.
He has to go on Silencer, I think.
Oh, they go in, and with the Global Silence there, Shadowburn's going to fail his initiation. And now with the Clinks, they'll take down the Bat Rider first thing. And these heroes struggling to really find a target will finally get on top of the Bloodseeker. Can they actually do much else here? There's a lot of regen actually on the Necrophos. The coil drops down onto all the Meepoling's. Thinking about poofing forward, is going to break the coil with all of them. One gets left behind. And with the Serpent Ward focusing him down, can they kill him off? The Impale, not quite going to do it. Serpent Ward still Meepo down. But now they have to deal with Necrophos. Everyone and their mom's starting to buy back. Necrophos is refusing to go down as he's getting stacks upon stacks of regen. And Masha is going to buy back, teleport straight in. and that might be game. These Turbo Wars will be cleaned up pretty quickly, but I Hate Anime is at full HP.
I think Bloodseek has to buy back here. I think they have a good chance of killing Meepo though if he buys back.
Masha is going to send one Meepo back. One Meepo in the front is immediately going to get glimmered and will fall back as well, but still gets silenced. Meepo taking a lot. The puck will jump forward. Has to watch out here because Meepo has the lifesteal. He can definitely turn around here. He's going to get one Meepo link lifted up out of the air. And in a little bit of trouble. Will poof out like a magician. The silencer, the miracle hero who never dies ever, will also survive. And the Necrophos is going to get a lot of backup. Suddenly here comes everyone again. Bat Rider, Earth Spirit, and Meepo immediately all at the same time, and that's GG called.
That's like a 0.1 timing with the silence from Bloodseeker and Meepo getting out, and that's the entire game is on that 1.1 second. Oh, that's rough. That's impressive by Team Taka to pull out the Meepo though.
Again, it takes balls of steel to make that call and to actually perform with it. So it's going to be Taka to 2-1 Infamous and push themselves forward. Semifinals will be up against Mad Kings, and that will be happening tomorrow. But man, I Hate Anime. Certainly getting that hatred. 444, getting all the int stolen in the world in Infamous.
56 intelligence.
Jeez. Dude's smart. Clinks ended up going for Desolator, got crit. But at the end of the day,
yeah, I think he played pretty good. I don't know, the game was too hard, and it was like so small details as well. I think they lost it on, especially that last thing, like where he. Oh, it's so rough, honestly. Like the blood right not landing on the Meepo, he would have died back then, and I think they can. The game is not. They won't win the game, I think, but they will. They would probably take a tier 2 and maybe even a tier 3 if they're lucky and they get control. There's a chance after that.
This is also just kind of what happens when you have a Meepo player on your team. The enemy team always has to keep that in the back of the mind. Like, hey, are we going to get screwed over by the enemy Meepo? I mean, it's not that Infamous didn't have any answers, but it was Masha, like, kind of giving all the momentum to his team, just driving that forward. And, of course, that's going to give a lot of space to the Necrophos as well. I do think it was Shadowburn with that Bat Rider initiations constantly onto Infamous with very few responses that really put the nail in the coffin there. But at any rate, Taka probably will struggle to repeat this in the future, as in I'm not really sure if they'll be able to surprise people with Meepo because the game is now out there. We've shown the secrets to everybody. We'll see if they can repeat it. But guys, we are done for today. It was a long day. If you guys enjoyed the casting, well, be sure to tune in tomorrow. We're going to have the semifinals where Infamous Young, the winners earlier versus DCSA, are going to face up against SG Esports. And as well, we have Mad Kings going up against now the victors of this game, which is Taka. I'm Mike Loris. If you enjoyed the casting, you can follow me at Mike Loris. You can follow my co-caster at Kefka Dota. It's all in the title of the stream. Thanks you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.